Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, in the previous episode, much earlier than this. Actually, started doing some stuff and then I lost track of time and then, you know how it goes for me. I always do this crap. Oh, and before I forget, I actually didn't do this. Oop, wrong thingy. I didn't go to New Game Plus yet. I actually was trying to rush back into this and completely forgot about that. I was like, yay, I can finally play again. Just always doing that stuff. Oh, god damn it. 1 second. Alright, I'm good now. Yep, just had to sit there and mess with my glasses. Had little dots everywhere and a little smear mark. I love it. So, this is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. Seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to pay the favor somehow, but first, let's hit inside, shall we? Oh, the clearing of the throat. It's gonna be fun dealing with this. Can't even drink my goddamn coffee right now because of it. Oh no. There's a lot of weird looking people here. Welcome to the end of Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Eorzeea arrived. It's not much, but it's home from the afflicted and a handful of carriers. The afflicted? This illness isn't contagious, is it? How are the afflicted? You don't know. I don't think I've met anyone besides Eorzeea who's so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. God, I'm getting sick of this. It might leave something obvious, so it may be best to have Eorzeea give you the full explanation. You might give... Wait a minute, you might take something out of it? Have Eorzeea explain. It's like you're the professional here. Why would Eorzeea explain? God damn it. It feels like I just got something stuck in my throat. It's always fun. Now, where is she? Knowing Eorzeea, she's probably off doing something. Oh, I feel better. I think she might be out on patrol. Could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out south side, and you will see it soon. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Okay. Yeah, I got hungry, so I got food delivered. That's why you guys see this giant time lapse between, like, what was it, 8 or 9 something? Yeah, I just sat here and I was like, you know what really sounds really good right now? Some Mickey D's breakfast. Jumped on that in a heartbeat. That's today a egg and cheese bagel, man. My god, is it good. Personal favorite of mine. Probably should get another, but you know, that's what I go for. There's nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they look to be about the right size. Okay. Interact. Spot footprint lead off to the northwest, so we are heading this way. Oh, I remember these guys. You got to watch out for these. These guys don't play games. Footprints continue on to the northwest. Now the question is, can I sneaky past them? Yes, I can. Like Sam Fisher. Good. So good. What the hell is that? Oh, I thought somebody got attacked. Footprints curve around to the west. I see where they're at. This part will be very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. I think I can get in there. Go real quick. Sneak on past, sneak on past. Don't do it. Don't you do it. I don't want to get attacked. Aha! Perfect size. Got some more here, but they end up in a mess of disturbed sand. Telling me. That looks like fun. Imagine being in one of those buildings when that happened. Imagine surviving that and being in one of those buildings. That'd be awesome. Flying bird.
Get back here!
Well, they've certainly gotten better. What up? You almost lost that one? Impressive. I'll just say impressive, because it'll feed her ego.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you?
Yeah, 50-50, almost died, you know how it goes. Oh look, the sparkling heavens. F off. Ah, the slow walk.
We've fought them to a standstill then. The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where 1 would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The Eighth Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
Yeah, it looks like a little frickin' horse and it's going nay.
Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
Yeesh.
They are creatures of base instinct, that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Jesus. It's like Jesus is angry. Jesus is always angry. Our time for more Wait, it's just a matter of time, more for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end, and to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it served me well as a training ground. Tesseline and the others have been kind enough to share their knowledge with the Senators, which is knowledge I can now share with you while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn, you clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the Blizzard Terras. Marks on the map are where the usual trouble spots are. Assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sea Eater. You'll know for sure enough when they come slavering after your ether. Remember, it is kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slaved enough prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Okay. So much fun. I get to kill little thin eaters, fly around and go re. Oh, action packed. You know, if I just stand here long enough, something's gonna pop up. Look at that, it's like I need something. It feels like such a dick when I talk like that. I gotta quit. But I love it. I think wonder if I should freaking stream the freaking Left 4 Dead stuff with me and Red. I don't want to get in trouble though, because if we stream stuff like Twitch might get mad because we're playing Left 4 Dead 2, but it's playing like RE Resident Evil stuff and stuff. Then I gotta reconnect my Twitch onto this. Because I had to reset my password again because whenever I signed out, I forgot what the password was. First thing I went was crap. I don't want to get locked out. I'll just reset the password because it's easier that way. Oh, there's nothing here? Well, that's boring. I want to eat something. Actually, wait a minute. I just thought about something really bad. Oh, we just did RE1. And the Hive. The Hive's actually really bad. That's the one you don't want to. That's the one you don't want to stream or record. Because they play all like the Resident Evil music from the actual thing. They actually play like scenes of the, or play like audio clips of the actual movie, and I'm just like in the back of my mind, I'm just like somebody in a movie network is probably gonna sue my white ass. And since I don't want to get yelled at, I just don't want to do anything with it. Yeah, it'll be fine now. I think RE1, RE2, and RE3 are fine. So, I'll probably, I don't know, I might stream or record it. Depending on if we get funny moments. That's what happened originally when we played that. It was great. Hive, everything went okay. Got in the Resident Evil 1, somebody shot the damn spider, summoned a bunch of tanks, and we all screamed in horror. And I just beat the crap out of them with a sledgehammer. How did you fare? As I thought, there might be one or two lurking on the fringes, nothing out of the ordinary for this area. Expect you noticed it yourself, but individually these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat, much like the void scent. They have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. As when a powerful sin eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village, or hamlet. Yeah, that's the basic idea behind my patrols. It's called their ranks, and often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories testing, shall we? Yes, let's do that. Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered the one thing that I hated with that. Playing the custom games. It gets bad. It gets real bad. Depends on the server we get. She hasn't been telling you stories, has she? Oh, God. Oh, never. Nothing like that. Like the fact that you're talking about my character all the damn time. As it tells me you helped her out on her patrol, you have our thanks and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you have found each other. You have no idea how badly Eorzea has missed your company. Everything is always, if Hydaelyn were here, she would. Oh, that's an exaggeration. I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Hydaelyn's methods. Honestly, after seeing her in action, I can understand why. The way she leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. Casp. I'm only teasing, though. I have no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets just as you do. Is that what I get for sharing? Maybe I'll just head out on another patrol. That's what you give for sitting there trying to praise somebody all the time. I'd lay out a welcome meal, but the duties I put off when I went to the market are still waiting for me. 101 things that we need doing. Sorry, but would you mind waiting here with Alize? Well, and do it all thumbs while you work yourself to death. Surely there's something we can help you with. Yeah, let's do it. I could do it with a hand, it's true, thank you. Start by helping me sort out the lot, Alize. While we do that, could you tend to a few patients, perhaps? There are 3 in particular I meant to visit. It's just a matter of saying a few words to them, saying that their skin isn't caked in sand. Their names Ponel, Toddet, and Helric. They may not give much in the way of response, but I promise they'll be pleased to meet someone new. Oof. I do apologize. That inner burp was deep. It's bad. Thank you. Oh, poor guy. He's dead. If somebody walked up to me touching me like this, I'd probably want to punch him. Don't glance at him blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. He seems like he can't speak because there's corruption. The other guy can at least talk. Forced. How remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheeks. The texture of his skin is hardened in something akin to plaster. Plaster? Poor kid. Your work is done then? Of course. Efficient. You've seen patients too? How were they? Good, that's good. I knew they would enjoy meeting you. I'm concerned about Helric, though. I'll have to speak with the other carers, but I think his time may be near. We shall leave you to that discussion, then. I was going to take Hydaelyn to Mortsalk if you have any errands that need doing. I suppose there is one thing. Would you mind picking up a nectarine from the markets, please? Cassett's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. Come then, Hydaelyn. There's something I want you to see right after we stop at Ronron's stall, of course. Oh, my jobs are under control now, thank you. Go and spend some time with Alize. Oh, we can do that. No problemos. My. Yeah. There's one thing I've never liked in my life. It's the fact that you get those eye itches, but it's not actually the eyelid, it's the actual eye that itches. Those are disturbing as hell and hurt me. So I try to find all sorts of ways to scratch that bitch. Ah, look at it. All of its fungus. Still a giant thing of light behind me. That actually looks neat. I want to go in there. Why can't I go that big? It looks like it'd be fun. Like a bomb went off. Oh yeah. Alright, that we hide this way. Go up in here, get in there. Fun stuff. Oh, wait a minute. I do remember one bad thing with Left 4 Dead. I can't. Oh, I actually can't stream it. Crap. I have enough mods on that I actually can't. It won't be fair. I'd have to destroy the audio just to be able to play it. Let's see about that nectarine, shall we? Ah, back again, are you? You need not taste of Ronron's wares. Actually, we're looking to buy nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how much richly cracked your coin purse, man, might still owe you food. Here, take this one free of charge. Gods, I've never seen a merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? A lot. Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. And the worms, if you please. Oh, the best regulars for you. Come again, my friends. Alright, that's our armory tours take care of. Let's head up to Pass E3, the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Oh, I would have been messing with her if she bought those things. It's not for me. It's like whatever you say. Whatever you say. I wouldn't eat any of that crap. I'd come in with a steak. Oh my god, I reminded myself I haven't had a filet in a long time. God damn it. Here, you precious ones. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Oh, please, Ricolas. You actually brought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, alright? Only once. Never fails, shall we?
Look, over there, where the wall is broken. Do you see what lies beyond?
It looks like the same aftermath that I saw with the SAR bomb going off.
That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness.
Exactly like how the SAR bomb went off.
Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance. That nectarine you bought, it's Halric's favorite fruit. Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters. But their fate was sealed all the same. The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals. I feel just as helpless as before. No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough. But it's a war I mean to wage, nonetheless. Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed?
Yes.
Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons.
Also the fact he didn't have any clothes on, so you probably wanted to kill him. That poor bastard.
But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
I will show you that when it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is more than an hour of Oriande's lecturing. I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. Nectarine will be a kindness. Just the threat poses to other. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. Carers are fully fond of their wards and will spare them suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. What else are you gonna do? I mean, personally, I learned to never give up hope, so... Unless it's Star Wars. I've almost given up hope. Really came close. Now the hope is that they actually make good shows. I wasn't even a big Star Wars fan. That's the bad thing. Just... those 3 movies. They just sucked out all the hope humanity had in it. It almost made me appreciate the fact of the Hobbit movies, because at least the Hobbit movies tried to be normal. To a point. Ah, God. Gotta run, everything's coming after me, gotta run. Ah, dick. Sand mole bastard. I really hope that Amazon movie, or that Amazon series for Lord of the Rings is good. I swear to God, they mess up my movies. Oh my God, I'm gonna want to kill somebody. I love Lord of the Rings. Best movie trilogy. I mean, everybody loves their Star Wars. I'm not gonna doubt Star Wars is good. Star Wars is really good. 4, 5, and 6, really good. Especially 5. 5 is really good. But I don't know. Go ahead. I think she's been waiting for us. The prequels weren't bad. Episode 1's 50-50 in my eyes. Like, there's good and there's bad. Episode 2 is best when the clones come in, and 3 is just really good. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find a nectarine? Yes. What do they call this? A plump, sweet-smelling nectarine. Plump. Thank you. Alize explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But we may not need it just yet. I spoke to the others and we decided to keep an eye on Harwick for now. Thanks to you, though. If his time does suddenly come, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. Thank you for understanding. Oh, yes. Well, nothing going on happened for a little while yet, so let's see if we can't lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make it a nice stew.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today. And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken. Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
Needn't have to go into trouble. I'll have another bowl then.
Oh, it's nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests. In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get. I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death. When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one.
It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
I know him.
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it.
He's my friend. He's a ghost friend.
Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
Oh no, something bad's coming.
They're coming.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
It's my fault, page directing strategy, and I let it distract me. Where could he have gone? Alze, we have to look for Holric. I don't know what's going into him, but if he's wandering out there alone. No, science search area split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated they can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Holric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Holric, please be alright. I'll cover the north and west, then you take from here to the south. I gotta find Holric. Now, the fact that they sat there and said it, they sensed something. Something's coming this way. Question is, what? I like the fact that that ancient lizard reminds me of the stupid, they remind me of two things. First thing being the, Mandalorian, that stupid, on Season 1. Reminds me of those stupid things, but then it also reminds me of the stuff from, Elder Scrolls. Those other two-legged little bastards. So I thought maybe he went further west. Chances are he probably did. I'm actually bringing out my ult, it's just gonna be faster. Yeah, I mean 50-50. It is faster because the other ability can get stopped if something spots me. Yeah, oh god. Where are you at, Holric? Scan surrounding and search for Holric and then suddenly find yourself under attack. Oh. Oh. It's a big bitch. Hi, friend. Oh yeah, I got it. Hopefully Alright, I'm just gonna run up here. I got sprint. Run away, run away. Screw the zombie things, run away. I think I'm just gonna hug the wall. In the clear. That's a lot of graves. Actually, that's not that many. I've seen more. I've seen worse. A bit both.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
That a big bitch.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it! There it is!
Oh, that's Aldrich.
Is that... Oh no! Ulrich! We have to run!
Ah.
Tesseline! No!
That ain't good.
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in pain. Mother, I...
Ooh. Bad things. Just standing there, looking very blunt. Oh, hell no! If I was Ulrich, even being that messed up, I'd probably be looking at that and going like, you know what, I'm just gonna walk out of this. Just even put my hands up. I'm just gonna be straight face, hands up, I'm just gonna walk away. Ah.
No, 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 no!
Forgive me, Alice.
Jesus. I feel like such a dick, but I just sat there and went, it's like, imagine somebody just walks up and goes, this wing is mine, and they just walk off carrying it. He's still quiet, doesn't know what to do, he's still looking off in the distance. I am sorry out of here, I tried to tell the Cares what happened. Cares, I can't be the shoulder they lean on, not like this. Ah, that's no good. Oh, it's so unfair. Tesseline was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, that they wouldn't be in any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. Who the hell is that? They look like one of the NPCs in a video game that can't figure out how to, like, track something to move around it. I've had your just shocked resonance. I appreciate what you're doing here. Yeah, I'm shocked by that person that's an NPC and can't figure out how to walk around that. Me, I don't know the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. She cared about that sort of thing, about giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. I mean, it's here we got her sword. Yeah, I buried that. How's it? Anything to add? Are you still in, yeah, you're still in shock. Ulrich's in shock. Ulrich's unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up in the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. I'm assuming there's some semblance of humanity still would know that the Sin Eaters haven't killed, and he's looking at, trying to find out Tesleen. Thank you, what you're doing, it means a lot to them, to me. Thank you for rescuing Ulrich. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Nope. Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow, and I thought I could protect you. Can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. Brought Ulrich back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. Sorry, but I've come to a decision. I'm continuing my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you and that you will delay Ulrich's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Farewell, Ulrich. Keep Tesleen's words close to your heart. Wait, you're leaving this very moment? I understand how you feel, but it's really just a bit too hasty. Do you have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damn light building without seats, it's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But if we corrected the balance, even if it were only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to Crystarium. I'd not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I've gained here to hurt them. Let's do it. Those guys pretty much have given up hope. Oh, I am so fast traveling this point. I am not running that far over there. That is a waste of my time. I'm not gonna lie though. First time I played Shadowbringers and I seen Tesleen do that, I was like, that's actually really creepy. I was like, I'll give Square Enix this. I don't know what it is with these character models, like all the character models. Some of them, they get a really messed up looking expression that looks well too good. For me, it looks creepy as hell. Like, you just sit there and see her, like, open her mouth. You sit there and see, like, white crap from her eyes, all that stuff. It looks so disturbing and creepy and stuff. It's great. I love it. First time I seen it, I was like, okay, I didn't think you would get this brutal. I'm like, it's like, this is actually pretty good. I like the brutality. Continue with it. Give me more. Please me with further brutality so I can feel accomplished with life. What the hell was that? I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a fate. Oh, but I don't know. It's such a weird thing sitting there seeing her change like that. It's just, it looks so weird. Can't catch what you can't see, bitch. What the hell are these things doing? Why the hell do they have these ball things in their hand? They pick up the rocks to then destroy the rocks. I reject your reality and substitute my own. I love that saying. I miss Mythbusters. Such a good show. It's great. I mean, I couldn't stay here there a moment longer, but I was serious about what I said. For the men and women at the end of battle against the Blight. Kindness, I must find it my own way. It's steel. Miss Alizé, is there anything I can get you? Swift to tomorrow, I need to return to Crystarium. Immediately. As you wish. Yeah, I'd give her what she wants. She'll probably kill you. More so than any. Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Almarang again. I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. But the wind did help clear my head at least. I think I'm going to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out, shall we? Back to Crystarium, where we started. Love it. Whee. I don't know how they didn't think people were just gonna do. Actually, no, they probably did. I would have. Ah, my sinuses. They itch. Oh, the itch bad. It's a bad itch. Alrighty then. Thank you for taking me out, Eileen. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment you decided upon a direction, but you still have to visit Alpha, haven't you? If I know my brother, he'll be up to the cusp of discovering something vital to our success, if he hasn't already. Let's stay here and consider our options for the time being, but don't keep me waiting too long, eh? When I come to Crystarium, the sands of Almarang seem a world away, yet both lie under the same wretched sky. Yep. Alright, everybody, but with that, I eventually had to cut an episode. This one went on a little bit longer than I expected, but it was mainly because, I don't know, I felt like this one, needed to be a full episode. There's so much to it. Once you reached, where Alizé's at, with the cares and everything, Teslian, I felt like it deserves a full episode on its own. It's a really good episode, because it gives you a really good idea about what you're fighting against and what you're fighting for. So with that, all I have to say is this: please like, subscribe, and comment down below. We come back, ladies and gents, talk to Crystal Exarch, find out where Alphinaud's currently hiding himself at, and I'll be sure to see you guys next time. Thanks.